Tejanath. I don't know, right? Good morning. What's up? Namaste, everybody. I am Tejanath Pokharel, a teacher of Himalaya Secondary School, Khatbari. This morning again, I would like to welcome you to Khatbari Municipality online education programs, as well as my today's lesson. I hope you are all having a good time at home and now in preparation to listen to my today's presentation. Today I have a plan to explain you more about free writing, which carries 14 marks out of total 35 marks in the exam. Okay, I hope my presentations will be helpful for you to complete free writing question number 7 and question number 8 in the examinations. I think you may have some questions to ask me. You cannot, I'm sorry to tell you that you cannot ask me any questions directly, but you can type your questions in the comment box there. In the comment box, I will answer your questions at the end of my presentations. Okay, let me begin today's lesson. Okay, today's lesson is, I told you, today's lesson is free writing. Free writing, question number 7 and 8. Free writing, question number 7 and 8. Let's see here. Question number 7 and 8. Question number 7 and 8. Question number 7 carries 6 marks. Question number 8 carries 8 marks. Altogether 14 marks here. So this is in free writing generally. There's only one free writing, and you can say like this: free writing number 1, and which is question number 7. Generally, free writing, this question number 7 carries 100 to you have to write 100 to 120 words, and the full marks is for 6. So I am today going to present this free writing number 1, and I will try my best to complete this question number 7 free writing in my today's lessons. And I have a plan to explain you free writing number 8, which carries 8 marks in my tomorrow's lesson. Okay, then today's lesson, like in free writing, so in question number 7, the areas, which kinds, what is the area? The question is set here. Let's say question area, for dialogue with situation. Dialogue here means you are asked to write a dialogue, compose a dialogue. Yes, with a situation, only situation given there. By understanding the situations, you have to compose a dialogue there. Okay, then another area is short stories. Only in guided writing to number 6, so such kind of story is asked in the examinations. But that questions and this question is different, because in question number 6, the story is that there is skeleton is given there. Skeleton means outline of the story is given there. You have to read the outline and understand all the outlines, and you should develop a story there. But here, not any outline is given. But however, you are provided beginning. You are provided beginning of the story, or the ending of the story, or sometimes title of the story, or it is a moral story. By understanding the beginning or ending or title or moral, you have to write a readable story. This is one question, readable story, this one. Another one, views and attitude on some current issues of importance. You are asked to write about your views. and attitudes on some current issues of importance. For example, let's say Jew, should Jew be abolished or banned? This is the question here. Some people say that politics is a dirty game. What do you think about? What do you think? What should politics should be like this? What is your opinion? Okay, there are different things. An animal, wild animal should be protected or destroyed. Such kind of things. You are asked to write your attitudes or your views on current issues of importance. This is another one. This is another area. And sometimes you are asked to write paragraphs on personal experience. For example, you visited some places in your life, and what did you feel there? What did you learn there? And how did you go there? And what did you see there? And what lesson did you get from there? Means this is the there are four area for free writing number one. So the question is set from any one topics from any one topics from any one area. Only one question is asked from any one area of this different area like this: dialogue, short stories, views, attitude, and some current issues or importance or paragraph etc. Yes. Question the free writing number one. Question number 7. Okay, today, and I have a plan to tell you to describe how to write the dialogue, how to stories, short stories and views and attitude and some current issues and importance and paragraph writing etc. Paragraph and personal experience etc. I have a plan to describe about them here. Okay, let me tell you something. What is a dialogue now? Okay, first of all, I am telling something about the dialogue. Generally, what is a dialogue? Dialogue is an exchange here. Dia means there are two. Dialogue means you should understand that dialogue is an exchange of ideas or opinion between two or among more than two participants in a particular situations on a given topic. Well, these are things that this is a sub definitions of a dialogue. Dialogue is an exchange of ideas. Exchange ideas or opinion. Sometimes there are two people, or sometimes there are more than two people, and they take part in the dialogue and they exchange their ideas, and there is a situation. Situation means where is the dialect? What is the dialect about? Where does the dialect takes place? What is it about? Etc. For example, the participants may talk something about the library. They are in the library and they are talking about the library or etc. Of the dialogue. The participants are in a restaurant. They are going to have something, and then they order something like this. So there may be the dialogue may take place between the waiter and the customer like this, and yes, what is the topics about? Okay, I will describe them, and as well as I will tell you how to write a good dialogue here. Okay, then there are types too. Generally, dialogue can be divided into two types. Is the formal dialogue. That formal dialogues means if you are talking about in a seminar, in a programs or in a classes or etc. Then you have to use a special language there, and you should speak formally there. You should address the people very well. The special language should address the formal dialogue, formal type of dialogue here. Okay, generally this informal situation. Informal dialogue means it's a personal. It is a personal. Informal is the same thing. You should understand. Informal you should understand like personal. Informal situation. For example, informal dialogue, informal situation. For example, if the two students talk between two friends, if the two friends are talking together, that this is informal dialogue. That is informal situation. What are they talking about? They may talk about their exams, or they are about their illness. Exams are about their illness, or about their daily life or daily activities, etc. This is informal situation. They are informal dialogue. So I told you something about what is a dialogue. Generally, I try to define you in short what is a dialogue, and I also told you about types of dialogue. What are the types of dialogue? This is the formal dialogue, informal dialogue. The informal situation, formal situation is there. Generally, there are some elements of dialogue you should keep in mind. Okay, these things you are not asked to come. You are not generally in the examinations. You are not asked to define a dialogue. You are not asked any elements of dialogue. Just you have to write a dialogue. But however, if you understand something there, if you understand something about the dialogue and the types and the elements, so it will be, I hope it will be helpful for you to write a very good dialogue in the examination. Okay, what are the elements? There are 5 elements of dialogue. There are some 5 elements. The participants, there are participants who are taking part, who are talking together. That is the participants. In the dialogue, there are participants, and there is a locations. Where are they talking about? What are they talking about? That is the location. Where are they? At the schools, or at the cinema hall, or at the church, or at the bank, or etc. At the supermarket, or at the bus stop. These are the situation, location here. What is the topics about? What is the topic about? Generally, the topics, the subject matter about the situation of the dialogue. Maybe the students are talking about planning a picnic. Maybe if they are planning a picnic, they should speak special language. They should use special vocabulary there. If the students are, some boys, some people are waiting for the bus, then they are talking about the bus. They are at bus station, then they are maybe talking about the what time of the bus, at what time the bus leaves, and what times, and the ticket counter, and how much the fare costs, etc., and which bus route goes to the places, different things, this thing. So the topic, that the situation, that the topic here, and then outcomes, what the result of the dialogue, that's outcome. On their pause or feel of express surprise, sympathy. Generally pause, feel like, this is a kind of like this, okay, all right, exactly, yes, interesting, yes, these are these things, this pause or feelers, yeah, all right, okay, these are the feelers, these are the feelers to express surprise, please, sympathy, agitation. These things are also used in a dialogue. So 5 elements of dialogue: participants, who are taking part, what is the locations, and what they're talking about, what the result is, or the pause, filler, etc. These are things. Okay, then also you should also learn something about what are the characteristics of a dialogue. Characteristic of dialogue. The dialogue should be natural, like this, not any artificial. This should be natural. Yes, the dialogue should go smoothly, and the participant should speak freely. That is the thing. Okay, there should be balance. The only once one person says only yes or no, other person is leaving a long lecture. That is not a balance like this. A dialogue should be balanced. Means that the characters, the participants should speak in a balanced way, and the same degree. Like if one person speaks more, other only listens, then there is no balance there in the dialogue. So you should speak, you should take part in the discussion in the same degree, in the same way here. Okay, and on the side of clarity, clear, the dialogue should be clear, and the dialogue should be brief. Brevity means brief, not so long. If there is simple sentences there, and if the dialogue is very complex, and the speaker speaks a long sentences and very complex sentences, and then the listeners cannot understand his view, what he wants to say. It is difficult to understand. If the dialogue is not clear, if the participants don't understand, the objectives of dialogue is not fulfilled here. So should be brief here, should be clear, should be clear, and besides this dialogue should be in correctness and correct language here. Try to the speakers the correctness of, but here maybe in oral language, oral form of language like this, in personal, maybe there may not be. Sometimes the speakers may commit mistakes, and he can correct his mistakes later on. But in the examinations, you should write grammar. You should think about the grammar, and you should try to write the dialogue in correct language. And you should also consider the grammar, grammatically correctness. You should also keep in mind the grammatically correctness. Consistency, dialogue should be relevant to the situation generally. What is the consistent? If there is not consistency, if the person skips something about if the person one person speaks something about the library, if another person speaks something about the picnic or desert, they are not consistent. The subject matter is different at the time. So subject matter, all the speakers, yes, who are taking part, their speech, their dialogue, their sentence, their expressions should agree, should correspond to the main topics, main subject matter. So it is consistency. Okay, okay. Generally, punctuation in dialogue writing, there is a punctuation, pause, punctuation generally, comma, sometimes full stop, or sometimes exclamatory sign, or quotation marks, inverted comma, or these things are necessary here. This thing you should use those. These appropriate use of punctuation in while writing dialogue. If you don't know how to use this punctuation marks, for example, quotation marks, for example, inverted quotation marks or comma or apostrophes, and generally you should don't know how to use contraction. Generally these are, if you don't, I am, how to write I am, then how to write generally is contraction. Generally in dialogue, contraction language is used there, and you don't know how to use contracted form of language, and you cannot write a good dialogue there. So your appropriate use of punctuation should also keep in mind while writing a dialogue here. Okay, now, okay, let me tell you some more thing. How things, TSINGS, things to be considered while writing a dialogue. What things to be considered? Generally, you should keep in mind what things to be considered. Let me give you some example here. What things to be considered? What things to be considered while writing a dialogue? Okay, what you should do? This is my suggestion here. Read the situation. Situation अध्ययन कर. Situation and identify the language function focused by the questions. What kinds of language functions should be used there? You have to read the situation. Generally, you have to, after reading the situation, then you should think what kinds of language is used in that situations. You should keep in mind. You should think about the situation, understand the situation, think about the language to be used in that situation for some time, so that you will be near to the point of writing a dialogue. At 6, generally while writing a dialogue, how many accents? There the question. So maybe the question, how many accents? Maybe in the question, maybe you are asked to write at least 6 accents, at least 6 sets of accents. Generally means altogether 6 times. 6 times altogether. The participant should exchange the idea 6 times. That the 6 accents. The dialogue, a dialogue carries full mark of a dialogue is 6. So generally at least 6 accent means generally 1 accent full marks is 1 accent is equal to 0.5. So 0.5 into 6 is equal to 3. Yes, 3 marks. If you write 1 accent means 0.5 marks. Another accent 0.5 marks. So altogether 6 accent means 3 marks. It is very easy to write a dialogue. It is very to get marks in the dialogue. But you should not leave this question here. You should try to do these questions anyhow. Write this dialogue. Writing is not difficult. Generally, hello, excuse me, how are you? Okay, very easy. And at last you can write bye bye. Okay, see you later. Very easy like this. So 1 exchange 0.5 marks. It is not difficult to write a dialogue here. Okay, now exchange must be short. Another thing is exchange must be short, not long sentences. Don't try to use very long sentences. Long sentences are difficult to understand for the listener here. So long sentence must be short means generally SVO structure, subject verb structure. You should use such. Not don't use so much like these connectives. However, therefore, however, generally, although, even though, other these things. However, you should use short sentences only SBO, and don't try to make the sentence complicated. It will be, if you make if you use a complex sentence, your listeners, your friends cannot understand, or may not the meaning may not be clear, or they will understand. He cannot understand what your intention, what you are saying here. And the sequence should be in, there should be sequence, for example. What is the sequence? Sequence should, yes, next. The sequence, the sequence, what should come first? That the sequence, what should come next here? And the dialogue or the sentence or expression must be relevant to the main point. Yes, so these things. Yeah. Be careful of punctuation. You should use punctuation mark. I heard of that punctuation mark. Okay, I told you punctuation mark, comma. Okay, capital letters or full stop or inverted full stop or inverted comma, or these are the things like this. Exclamatory sign or question mark. Okay, these things. Because these things also should keep in mind while writing a dialogue here. Okay, now let me give you one example. Two students are discuss question number 7. This question 7 means question number 7 here. This question, two students. Okay, I have taken a dialogue from your textbook, grade 10, page number 56. If you look at page number, if you open at page number 56, grade 10 textbook, you will find the same dialogue here. I have taken this dialogue for you to present you here, to give you an example how dialogue is composed. Okay, let me discussing the good quality there. Okay, two students discussing. What are the two students doing? The two students, participant two students. What are they discussing about? The quality, good quality that is school captain should have. What are the qualities of a good student? That is the, yes, that is the, okay. What are the qualities? Okay. What are the qualities of a good students? Okay, they are talking together. Okay, this dialogue is here in your, this dialogue is here in your textbook. I have taken you this dialogue. I have copied this dialogue from the textbook to explain you how does dialogue is written here. Okay, if you find here page number, open page number 56, textbook grade 10, you will find the same dialogue here. Okay, Mani Pratap. Okay, the Mani Pratap and Sunaina, two students are talking together. Okay, this question is Mani Pratap starts the dialogue. Do you think our school captain should possess? Yes, question mark is here. This question mark here. This is the, yes, this is the place. You line, this line should not go this way. If you line this way, then it is not good. It is yes, it does not look good here. So then, do you think our school captain should possess leadership qualities? Yeah, asking questions. Mani Pratap ask question is possess leadership quality. Of course, this is the filler here. This is, I mean, yes, of course he agrees it. In my view, the captain must be disciplined. Okay, captain must be disciplined. Not only that, they mustn't. This is contraction here. Mustn't. Okay, then yes, in my view, this is comma here. This is the, yes, punctuation mark here. Okay, this full stop here. Not only that, they mustn't be biased, means not partial, not biased means partial, means pakshapati. They mustn't be biased, means must be fair, and mustn't be fair. That is, they mustn't be biased, not biased. They mustn't be biased. Yes, they mustn't be partial. They mustn't be, yes, such things like this. They must be fair. Yes, they must be a captain. Yes, a captain must be fair. Yes, a captain must be impartial. Then really partial is, opposite of partial is impartial. Must behave all the students in the same way, either superior or inferior, either strong or weak or poor or rich. There are different kinds of students at this school. Some are strong, some are big, some are small. Some are from rich family, some are from poor family. Some are well dressed, some are poorly dressed. So generally, a captain should behave them impartially. fairly, that is the question here. Okay, here, this is also filler here. Yes. Okay, he's thinking something like this. They can be popular if they have the ability of motivating students. They means captains means a captain, captains. Okay, the person, the persons, the captain may be popular, liked by many people if they have the ability of motivating. Yes, to motivating students to do right things, motivating. Yes, if they have the ability, capacity to motivate the students, if they are popular here. So another one. I think, okay, yes, Sunaina, yeah, I think they need to handle any problem that may arise at school. I think, yeah, handle, solve means handle. I think they need to, they have to, they need to, it is necessary for them to handle any problem that may arise at schools. There are different problems may arise among the students, or like this, between the students and the teacher, or that different kinds of things. Problems may arise at the school. They need to handle. Okay, you mean all the problems? Okay, this question here is asking question here. You mean all the problems? Right. Okay, right. He's agree this. It's also clear. Yeah? All right, all the problems. It is impossible. It's impossible. Yeah. It is here. It is contraction. It is. This is it is, but it's in contraction here. Contracted form I have written here. So in dialogue, generally language is used in contraction. It is not. Don't write it is, but it's impossible. Yes, school management as well as teachers are there, are always there for it. School management, there is school management committee there. There are teachers all. Yes, they handle any hassle. Hassle means dispute. D-I-S-P-U-T. D-I-S-P-U-T. Yeah, P is not here. D-I-S-P-U-T. D-I-S-U-T, no. D-I-S-P-U-T. Dispute, quarrel. Okay, I missed. Yes, I did not write it. I missed, yes, spell here. D-I-S-U-T, D-I-S-P-U-T, dispute. Hassle means dispute. They handle any hassle, don't they? Yes, don't they? Yes, do not they, don't write? Don't they? This is contraction form. The question mark is here. This is, yeah, this is, there is a question, this is, they handle any problem, any hassle, don't they? Okay, if you read this sentence here, this is the statement, this is the question tag here. Okay, the question tag, I have used the question tag here. And then the question here. Dispute means, okay, hassle means dispute here. D-I-S-P-U-T. Yeah, Sunaina, yes, they do. They handle, yes, they do. But the selections of a good captain is not, yes, is not, they do. But the selection of a captain is not, yes, is not, okay, repetition here, is not, okay, is not an easy task. It is difficult task here. Is not, has been repeated here 2 times, sorry. Okay, then I hope you will correct it. Okay, it's not an easy task. We can't overlook personality of a leader, of our leader. We can't overlook means neglect, don't care. We cannot overlook. Generally, cannot is has been written here. Can't here. Cannot has been written. Can't. This is contraction. So you should use in dialogue. You should use contraction, contracted form of language. We can't overlook personality of our leader. We can't overlook, neglect the personality. Means a leader should have a good personality, very well, as popular personality, so that the other students can follow him, can follow his behavior, good personality. Yeah? You should not neglect about the personality. We should have good personality. We should have good person with a very good personality. Yes, that's the question. Absolutely means clearly 100% right, totally right. Okay, Mani Pratap. Absolutely means right, 100% right. Well, there is has been written in contraction here. There is no doubt that this year there's no doubt that this year we will. Okay, this contraction here will choose the best candidate for our school. Okay. We'll choose the best candidate. We'll choose the best candidate person for our school. Means our school captain. The students are planning. The students they talked about choosing one of the best student for best person for their school captain. Okay. Anyway. Let's say let's go out. Let's go to our classes. Okay. This is the ending. They are going to end their dialogue here. Okay, anyway, let's go to our class. If we continue discussing this topic, we might be late. Oh yeah, if you continue, it is getting late. They don't have enough time to continue discussing this topic. Okay, we might be late. So let's go. It is time to go there. So let's, has been here, propose to go. If we continue discussing this topic, we might be late. They might be late. Okay. Yes, Nena, yes. Okay, then let's say really we are supposed to be on time, means they should get there in on time. Yeah. Okay then. Okay, if you count this, maybe here, but here generally how many actions are here? 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Let me count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, how many 7? Okay, 8, 9, 10. How many? 11. Okay, at least 6 accents. Okay, this is an examples I have given here. Generally, you are asked to compose a dialogue. Then maybe in dialogue there must be 6 accents at least. Means 6 accents, but there you can write in 7 accents, 8 accents, sometimes it is a 9 accents, no problem. But the question total full marks of your accents is 1 accent is equal to is equals to 0.5 marks. So 0.5 into 6 is equal to 6 marks. Okay, you will get 6 marks here. It is easily here. If you read this, if you go through this dialogue again, generally what are the students talking together? There's 2 students are talking about what is the qualities of a good captain and what is its role here. What a captain should be, means he should be well disciplined, popular, and handle any problem there. Yes, okay, these are the things has been they discussed here, that the subject matter. Okay, it is very easy. Okay, now I have myself composed some dialogue here. Okay, dialogue number 1. Okay, this is my composition. Dialogue. I have composed one dialogue here. Okay, where is the dialogue take place? A man calls the waiter at a restaurant. Okay, the place is at the restaurant. Okay, then he calls the waiter, and it means the waiter and the man are talking together here. Okay, what a man calls the, this is the background here. I have written the background here in this is the background or the situation here. Okay, then what does the man say? Excuse me, sir. Okay, that's the man. Yes, excuse me. The man wants to draw the attention. Excuse me, sir. Can I please have another glass of boiled water? While he means the man wants to have a boiled water. Can I please have another glass of boiled water? Okay, waiter says that, of course, surely, certainly. Why not? I will bring it in a moment. Very soon, very fast. I will bring it in a moment here. Okay, a few minutes. This is the background here. There is some pause for some time. There is some pause for some time. There is the person waiter goes back. And there is only waiter. Then only the man, and he is maybe having something like some food or other thing like this, and he ordered 1 glass of boiled water. Okay, I am sorry. Oh, I am sorry here. But M is missing here. I am sorry. M is missing here. Okay, waiter, I am sorry. This is I am sorry. I am telling you, I am sorry to take so long. The waiter took so long. Then he asks for excuse. Here you are, means he put the waiter puts the glass of water on the table near him and tells him, where here you are. How is your? He asks question. How is your meal? Did he like the meal or not? Was the meal good? Was the meal tasty or the meal fine? It's fine. Okay. Okay, the man says it's fine here. Okay, the waiter asks that question again. Is there anything else I can get you? Is there anything else I can get you? And if he wants to need more things like this, no, this is enough. This is enough now. It is enough. He doesn't want to have anything here. I would have the bill though, which he needs the bill now, and he needs the bill now to pay for the costs of the food. Yes, sir, I'll bring it in a moment. Means in a few minutes, the waiter goes back again to his counter, and then okay, then the goes back to his counter. The dialogue is finished here. This is a short dialogue I composed here. Generally, how many exchanges are here? One. Okay, I come to count from here. One, two, uh, one, two, yes, three, four, five, six, seven. Okay, so let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But only the how many? Let's here is two. The person repeats the same here. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Generally 8 times they are exchanging here. Okay, there is a at least instead in place of 6 exchange. This dialogue has 6 exchange here. Yes, this dialogue has 8 exchange here. But however, the exchange 8 exchange, 1 or 2 exchange, or 3 or 4 exchange. Sometimes there may be. Yes, to complete the dialogue, you have to add more exchange, but it will not spoil. It will not spoil your writing. It will not harm. It will not harm you. It will not. It means you will be able to get marks like this. If you write one exchange, then that is 0.5 marks. Okay, it's very easy to write dialogue here. Of course, excuse me, sir. Of course. Okay, sorry. Is there? Thank you. Welcome. Okay, these are the things. Beginning, generally beginning and ending. If you know how to begin and end the dialogue, then you will be able to get some marks too here. It's easier. Dialogue number 8. There is a dialogue number. Okay, dialogue number 2 here. I have also written another dialogue here. Another dialogue that Gita is visiting her friend Sarita's house. Let's say a person visits her friend's house, or his her friend's house. Let's say yes, Gita is visiting her friend Sarita's house. Okay, okay, Sarita, hi Gita. Sarita goes there, gets some, and Sarita welcomes her. Hi Gita, come in. She is welcome. Hi Gita, come in here. Let me take your bag. And he shows respect. Let me take your bag. Okay, Gita, thanks. Thank you very much. You can write thanks or thank you very much. This is informal dialect. You can write thanks or thank you very much. Okay, I'll full stop here. Is your daughter Sita back from shopping? Start the question. The dialogue start from here. Is your daughter Sita back from shopping at? From the shop. Not yet. But she should be soon, not yet, but she should be soon. But she hopes that she will come back soon. Can I get you some coffee? Can I get you some coffee? Means he proposed her some coffee, a glass of coffee or some coffee. No thanks, means she doesn't like coffee here. No thanks. I have given up coffee. Means I have given up coffee here. She has given up this habit. This is a maybe bad habit, or she doesn't like this one. If he has something, she may be ill, or some may be allergic to coffee here. Or some people in nowadays you can see some people like they have most of the people, not some people, most of the people like to have black tea instead of milk tea, and some people like to have the spicy tea, masala tea. Some people like a black tea. But some or still some there are some else who also like milk tea. Okay, this their choice. And nowadays some people don't like. Some people like to drink tea without sugar. Most of the sugar-free tea they will have to have because maybe they may suffer from sugar disease, diabetes we say here. So they don't like this one. Okay, that's their choice. Okay, then here the writer is also like this. Can I get some coffee? No thanks. I have given up. Given up means bad habit. Given up. Tyageko. Give up means tyagnu. The past tense of give up is given up. Coffee. She may be suffering from maybe gastritis or other special disease here, and this will harm her health, and she is given up. She doesn't like them. It makes me sick. If drinks coffee, then yes, it makes her sick. Oh yeah, that's the filler here. Same for me, means the speaker also the speaker. Yes, the speaker also, the other person also doesn't like coffee. Same for me. How about herbal tea? Herbal tea. She asked for proposed for herbal tea. That sounds fine. Okay, she writes here. She likes it. Herbal tea. Yes. She likes herbal tea. Okay, she likes herbal tea. Okay, now. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Okay, that's all. Thank you. Okay. Okay, thanks. Thank you. Okay, I will be back in a few minutes. Means she goes now to prepare herbal tea. Please sit down. She asks for there to sit down. Okay, oh, no problem there. Okay, how many stages? 6 in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 exchange here. Hi, Gita. Okay, what are they talking together? Maybe very easy here dialogue, very short dialogue here. Yes, visit the homes, a person send the welcomes there, and then and helps her to put her bag somewhere, and then yes, and then the person one who visits asks for her daughters when does she come there, and then second gets some, and then she asks for propose. She asks propose or asks for some coffee here. The speaker doesn't like. Yes, coffee, and but in place of coffee he wants to drink some herbal tea, and yes, the persons who is welcome the guest goes back to prepare yes herbal tea, and I will be back in a few minutes. Please sit down. No problem. That's finished, and then the dialogue finish here, and then if you continue like dialogue there, how they means they may be the maybe Gita, yes, Gita or Sarita will come after sometimes heavy bringing tea, and they may talk more. They may talk more about their families, their situation, their family, etc. like this. But that's just only 6 exchange means dialect should be short from the point of view of the examination. So generally, that's all here. If you write the dialect in this way, then I hope you will be able to get 6 marks in the examination. But you should also, but I will also tell you later how marks is okay. Students, how marks is allocated for writing a dialogue. And the dialogue I have written here, a student is trying to get a new library membership. This question was asked somewhere in the past like this. In the past, I collected this. I found this question in SEE question paper. Okay, question paper. Compose a dialogue between the students and the librarian, at least 6 exchange. This is the question here. Okay, this question can be such kind of question. Question is how question is asked. How question is asked. What is the way of asking questions in the examinations? I will give you the example here. A student, suppose a student. Okay, the situation a student is trying to get a new member library membership. Compose a dialogue between the student and the librarian, at least 6 exchange. The library students at least 6 exchange. At least 6 exchange. Come से कम 6 exchange. A student, excuse me, sir. A student, excuse me, sir. Draw the attention. ध्यान केंद्रित कर से. Yes, please have a seat. बस्नुहोस्. Please have a seat. Yes, please. How can I help you? Okay. I want to get a new library membership, sir. What should I do to get a membership? What should I do? He wants to get a library membership. What should I do to get a library? What should I do to get a membership? What should I do? के गर्नुपर्छ? The librarian answer here. Please fill up this form with your photograph. Photo site. Please fill. The librarian gives him the form. Please fill up this form with your photograph. How much does this membership cost? Okay, the students can say thank you, sir. You can write here. Or how much does this? How much does membership cost? What is the cost? Registration fee maybe this is imaginary here. Registration fee more or less, just in imagination, just is in imaginary amount. This may not be correct. Maybe cheap or maybe more expensive there. But I don't have much idea here. When it's a different library have different rules then. And they charge different ways here. And total annual fee maybe this is the membership on 1,000, and total annual fee 2,000 means every year you have to renew it maybe. Yes, different. Sometimes in some library every year, some library maybe 5 years or 2 years, etc. After that you have to renew your membership card maybe. There is an account section over there. The account section is over there, over there. Please pay the amount generally the librarian doesn't take money directly, means he shows the students to go to the account section to pay the cost, the amount. Please pay the amount and also submit a copy of the receipt. Okay, come receipt. Okay, the student should pay the amount there, and you should also submit a copy of the receipt with the application form here. Okay, after some time come this is in background here. After some time completing the form, the students takes the form, completes the form, and then also like this page the total costs, goes to the accountant and pays the total cost, and he has a receipt with him, and now everything is ready now with him. Okay, now he comes, he submits, he comes again to please check my application form, sir. Okay, thank you very much, let me check it, please wait for some times, I will fill up the membership card and give it to you. Thank you, sir. After some time, here is your membership card. Thank you, sir. You are welcome. That's all. Okay, then that's all. This is another example of a dialogue. This dialogue has more exchange here. Oh, this dialogue have more exchange, but how dialogue is complete here. However, it is more exchange, it is complete here. So sometimes you have to write. Sometimes your exchange may be more than 6 or 7 or yes, more than 6 or maybe 7 or 8 or 9, 10, but there will not be so much difficult. But however, you have to try to write here, there, try to write the dialogue in complete form like this. Thank you, sir, you are welcome, that's all. Okay, marking scheme generally. Okay, let me tell you something about how mark is allocated, how mark is provided for dialogue. Generally 6 exchange is equal to 6 into 0.5 is equal to 3 marks. So any students who has very short knowledge, who doesn't have much knowledge like this, he can he can get marks in the examination. It is very easy here. Hello, excuse me. Yes. How can I help you? Okay, at the last end, bye, see you later. These things any students can write here and can get marks here. Okay, this is not so difficult. The very easiest question, I think, to answer in the examination. Organization of ideas. This also organize some ideas, and ideas the dialogue should move forward smoothly. Yes. Should move forward smoothly, and that is the organization of ideas. Ideas should go smoothly. That is the 2 marks here. And then correctness, grammatical correctness are not so much emphasized here. Grammatical correctness only 1 marks here. Yes, in the past, grammatical correctness was given more emphasis, but nowadays, not any grammatical correctness is not given more emphasis. Yes. Yes, just only 1 marks for grammatical correctness here. But 6 exchange very easy to write, and you should consider. You can also write the ideas is very easily here, and then grammatical correct. If there are some mistakes, grammatical correct. The sentence may not be correct. There may be spelling error. That is not like this. It doesn't carry then no much marks is reduced. Then if you write this dialogue carefully, I think you can, yes, get a secure, good marks, 6 marks, full marks in the examination. However, any one of you can receive marks here easily from composing the dialogue here. It is a very easy question. Okay, I finished dialogue here in my lesson today. I explained dialogue. I also gave you some examples of dialogue here. Yes, 3. I've written 4 dialogue. I composed dialogue. I copied the dialogue from the textbook. I designed some dialogue myself. I collected some materials from different sources, and I collected and designed dialogue, and I showed you the dialogue. I hope my examples and my explanations will be helpful for you to write a good dialogue in the examination. Okay, let me go forward now. Short stories. Okay, only provides either the beginning or ending or the moral like the title. Okay, this is another story. This is short story writing here. Okay, question number 6. This story can be asked. There is an outline is given here, but there is no outline, just only beginning or ending or title of the story or sometimes a moral of the story, moral lessons of the story is given only. Given, then by studying the understanding, studying the title, studying the questions, reading the questions, and understanding. Yes, you should understand the what is the story about, what is the understand, what is the title, why, yes, title and the understanding the moral. You have to develop a story there. Okay, now let's say a tortoise and a hare. This is the tortoise and the hare. I think must have we have understood, have learned, have heard this story. This is the fable. We say this is the fables of Aesop. These are Aesop's fable. Generally, this story asked from here. They are related to, yes, they are from Aesop's fable. Okay, tortoise and the hare. Kharayo, kachua. Kachua kharayo. This is the story. This is a very common story. I hope must have you have heard this story. Generally, yes, it is very easy, yeah, but I think this question is not difficult to solve here. Maybe most of the times this question is asked from, yeah, this question is asked. Generally, this story may have heard, they may have learned, may have heard in your life, and if you have heard and learned and read this story in your life, is very easy. But however, maybe sometimes difficult. But I hope that the stories are very popular. There are such stories there in books, and you can read the story then. And then if you have read the story, if you are interested in reading the story, I hope you will be able to write a good story here. Okay, let's say once. Okay, there is this, such stories start from language, special language. Once or once upon a time. Then you have to write a story in 75 to, okay, so 100 to 120 words. Okay, what is the title? What is the yes, total words 100 to 120 words. Okay, now let's say the tortoise and the hare. Yes, this is the title. Tortoise and the hare. This title. Once upon a time or long ago, it is many years ago. There lived. This is past tense here. There lived a tortoise and a hare in a forest. Where did they live? There is the place here. The characters here, tortoise and the hare, lived in a forest. Although they were intimate friends, although they were very intimate friends, घनिष्ठ साथी, friends to each other. Although they were intimate, they were very, you can write very too. But I reduced some words because maybe more than 150 to 200 words. Although they were intimate friends to each other, the hare was always making fun of the tortoise for being very slow animal. Okay. Okay, the hare, yes, although they were intimate friends to each other, the hare was always making fun of the tortoise for being very slow animal, Okay, then one day the hare asked the tortoise with a mocking laugh, like teasing here, giskyaउने गरी भनौँ. What did the hare asked the tortoise, the mocking laugh, giskyaunu. Do you ever get anywhere? This is teasing, insulting him, yeah, dominating him, teasing him, insult गरेर, जिस्क्याउने गरेर, हेला गरेर भन्यो. Yes. Do you ever get anywhere? कहीँ पुग्न सक्छौ? Yes, I do, replied the tortoise. Tortoise replied this one. This is the dialogue from here. If you write the dialogue in the story, then the story is lively here. And I get there sooner than you. He challenged here. I get there sooner than you. I get there sooner than you means here is a simple present tense means this story. Then this is in inverted comma here. This is in the dialogue from the tense may be simple present. And other places, this is the story, you have to use past tense. Okay. I get there sooner than you. I think I am ready to run a race and prove it to you. Okay, then he challenged. He also, the tortoise was not satisfied with the hare's behavior, And one day when he spoke in a mocking tone, teasing him, and he was very angry inwardly and challenged him to have a race, to run a race and prove it to you. Then he told him, the tortoise told the hare that he could run a race and he could run a race and prove that he was able to win it. After hearing the tortoise, the hare was much surprised at the idea of running a race with the tortoise. The hare, after hearing the tortoise, the hare was much surprised. Yes, the idea of running a race with the tortoise was much surprised. They made the fox. And proposed him to be a judge for the race. It was the race competition, and who should be the judge? Yes, they went to the fox, and they proposed him to be a judge for the race. The fox marked the distance. Yeah, this marks the distance. The fox marks the distance. The fox marked the distance, and the race began here. The hare was far out of sight. The hare was very slow. The hare was very fast. He ran fastly, and soon he was out of sight. When he saw the tortoise far away, very far away, he lay down, in a shade of a tree and slept there. Okay, he slept there. Okay, he lay down under the tree, yes, in a shade of a tree, and then slept there. The tortoise was kept going slowly but steadily. The tortoise did not have rest on the way there. On the way, he did the work continuously, yes, but slowly but continuously. Yes, tortoise going. The tortoise kept going slowly but steadily, continuously, without having a rest. After some time, he passed the place where the hare was sleeping. After some time, he passed the place where the hare was sleeping. When the hare woke up, after some time the hare woke up, the tortoise was near the goalpost. The hare now ran as fast as he could. Ran as fast as he could, but could not overtake the tortoise in time. Then who was able to win the race? Means the hare, the tortoise. However, he was very slow here, and then he was able to win the race. Generally, the proverb is here, the lesson is here. A person should walk slowly. Slow story wins the race. This is not wins, sir. This is W-I-N-S, wins, sir. Wins, W-I-N-D, Okay, I have committed a mistake here. Slow and steady wins the race. W-I-N-S, wins the race, sir. Okay, this is the moral here. This is the moral of the story, and this is the title of the story. This is the title of the story. The tortoise and the hare. This is the title, and this is the hare. Yes, this is the this is the title, and this is the moral of the story. This is an example of story writing. Sometimes this question is asked. Yes, question number 3 writing, question number 7. Okay, only title or only moral is given here, and you have to develop the story by studying the title and studying the moral of this. Okay, let me give you another example of storylets, the fox and the grapes. I think you have also understood. I have also heard this. Yes, you have also heard this story. Okay, okay. Let's say the fox and the grapes. Once upon a time, there was a fox in a forest. Yes, there was a fox in a forest. One day, while he was visiting a village, okay, maybe some places in village in search of food, he saw ripe grapes hanging from a vine along the branches of a tree in a garden. He saw, this is the past tense here. He saw ripe grapes hanging from a vine along the branches of a tree in a garden. As long as he saw as soon as he saw the grapes, he imagined how sweet they were. Kati mitho थियो तिनीहरु. He must. His mouth, water, मुखमा पानी आयो. He wanted to have them. उसलाई त्यो खान चाह्यो. He went near the tree and watched the grapes. He went near the tree, गयो and the tea and washed, washed the grapes, but they were hanging from a high branch. Mathi ali aglo haga. So he had to jump to get at them, jump. The first time he jumped, he missed. The first time he jumped, he missed them. It by long way, there it so he walked off a short distance, and took a long leap, and to get at them, and once again was unable to get at them. Once again, actually very once again, or get at them again and again. He tried, but in vain. He tried again and he tried, but he was not unable to. He wasn't unable to get the grapes. Yeah, he tried so much. He tried his best, but not successful. Now he sat down and looked at them. Now he sat down. He was tired of jumping. So he sat down, and looked at the grapes in disgust, means hopelessness, disgust. Nirash bhaera. Looked at the grapes in disgust. What a fool I am to get those grapes, means what a fool I am, he asked to himself. कस्तो म मूर्ख हो, to fool to get those grapes, those sour grapes. ती अमिला प्राप्त गर्नु मैले खोज्नु मैले हो मूर्खता हो. Sour, the grapes are sour. He said and left his attempt and went away. He said left his attempt. He left his attempt, try. He did not try again. He left his attempt and went away. Yes, the story, ending of the story. Yes, went away. Finish this one. Okay, then, okay, we often had what we cannot have. This is the moral of the story. Generally, people often had what we cannot have, what we cannot have, we cannot get. Something that may be beyond our reach here. Any efforts you do, you cannot get them. So, generally, we had them. We have had what we cannot have. This is the moral of the story. Okay, this is the end of the story. Yes, I have given you dialogues. I have explained you dialogue. I also explained you or writing the story there. Yes, yes. And now writing views and attitudes. Okay, another one question. And the area writing views and attitudes. Generally, this question is asked to write something. To write about views. What do you think? What do you think about the subject matter? This is generally this. If this question is asked, generally you have to think something about it. This is yes. This is you cannot think in this one. You can't understand. If you can't understand the subject matter, you cannot write anything. So you should think for a while, or sometimes in your rough copy there, and some side you should write you should write some points there. You should start brainstorming, ask questions, and you ask questions to yourself, and then you write your views on the side, and so that you will be able to make a dialogue. Not make a dialogue, make a short story. Okay, some short paragraphs. Do you think it is good to ban mobile phones to students? Write your material. Okay. This is another one question here I have written here. Do you think it is good to ban mobile phone to students? Are students allowed to carry mobile phone at school? This is one of the burning questions here nowadays. Okay, then, okay, write your own views. Are students allowed to carry mobile phone at school? Generally, okay, most of the students are not allowed to carry mobiles at school. They can use mobiles at home, but in the school they are not allowed here. Maybe, but I have heard in some places, some schools, schools have started, yes, allowing the students to carry mobile phone. But most of the students are not allowed to do this one. Okay, I have written here. This is what do you think about it? This one, should students carry mobile phones or not? Okay. Let's say I will try to write some paragraphs here. Mobile phones are most valuable devices in today's world. Most important, most valuable devices. Ati mahatvapurna साथी हो. Having a mobile phone in our hand is having this whole world with us. If you have mobile phone, means you have a whole world with us nowadays. Yeah? through this, through though mobile can, through mobile you can chat, read news story. Okay, through mobile what can we do? Mobile we can chat, we can chat, read news, you can telephone. Okay, you can chat, read news, entertain, watch movies. It different, you can do anything like this. Mobile is very helpful for students in education. It is very, you can, yes, there is no doubt that mobile is very helpful for students in education. Through internet, through internet students can get answer to their questions from the place where they, yeah, students can get answer to the questions, right? But mobile phone can bring problems among among, yes, among the students, can bring problems among the students. We see many students have become educated to mobile they leave the classes here and go outside and yes, see mobile and film or video with their friends. Okay, we see many students have become educated to mobiles very full of. Even when they don't need the mobiles, mobile phone, they surf the internet and play games read and read and real and making games and real without real addicts cool of life. They cannot live without mobile phones, and so most of the times they are spending their most of the times, yes, in mobiles, yes, without taking care of their studies or taking care of the household work, etc. Okay, this is that has become problem here. Instead of using phone a specific purpose, for a specific purpose, they have been missing it. They have misusing. They are missing. They have been misusing, not misusing here. They have been misusing here. Okay, sorry here. They have been missing, no, misusing it. Okay, yes, they surf bad things, yes, ings, bad things in the net and enjoy watching them. Okay, these are bad things. Through mobile, most of the students have fallen in bad company with bad person. There's a problem here. So most of the students have fallen in bad company with the bad friends through mobile. Mobile has become problems for them too. As the usefulness of mobiles has increased, so they are costing to mobiles is costly, and they have to recharge it, and their parents. This economic burden for the parents, right? And the students instead of paying the students like this tuition fee, or they have to pay for mobile, this they are mobile recharge too, and this is also economic burden here. That's a problem here. Yes. Okay. The today people are spending a lot of more money on buying stuff smart. Today people are spending a lot of money on a lot amount of money on buying a smartphone, which could rather be spent on more useful things like education or other useful things like that. A mobile phone could be positive and negative impact depending on, yes, depending on how users use it. The mobile have become part of our life, so so we should use it in a proper way, carefully for our better ourselves free life, rather than using it improperly and making it a virus in life. I think students are not allowed to bring a mobile at school, to bring, yes, to bring mobile at school, but they can use it for education purpose at home. Students, they can use it for education purpose at home, yes, at home under their guardian's supervision. Okay. Yes, this is the example here. This question is asked you about a review here. In the same question, sometimes the questions can be asked you here. For example, is political is dirty games? People say that politics is not good. Somebody they are politics means politics, and people think that, yes, politics may be good point, but some of the people nowadays think that they are starting to understand politics in different ways. Yes, different ways. Yes, in negative ways here. But you can write this one. What do you think about politics? Is this dirty games or good thing? Is politics generally? You can write this one. Politics, maybe politics, especially for the, yes, betterment, for the improvement of the society. Generally, politics is a good thing. Generally, a politician should be well disciplined, should have a good character, should have moral character, should not be, as a politician should not be impartial. So politician should also think about the development of the community, development of the country, and then you should try to remove bad things from the society and establish good things there, and politicians should lead all the people and to a right path, and the politicians should make their life, their community, their country have like a heaven here. Okay, this is their views. You can write there some other things, some other topics also you can, like for example zoo should be what to, yes, you can write some, yes, something about a zoo, or you can write something about zoo or other thing like this. And this question is asked to write about a view here, and she gives some logic there, and you should prove your view with some logic. So it is also easy if you practice this question. Okay, paragraph on personal experience. Another one last question here. Writing, free writing, paragraph on personal experience. Okay, you should also, but I have not given you an example here. Just I will give you some idea. Then really paragraph on personal experience. Okay, then. Okay, you are asked that my first day to school. What did you feel? You should remember your first day to school, and yes, your first day to school. How did you go there? Whom did you meet there? When first day to school means you might have gone with your parents. First of all, with your parents. Parent means father or mother, or maybe you might have gone there with your sister or elder brother there. And to whom did you meet there? And immediately you should ask, how did you go there? Where was this school? How did you go there? To whom did you meet? Maybe first, maybe to whom did you meet, and how did you got into the classrooms, and whom did you meet first, and how did you mix, how were you introduced with your friends there. You can write this one, my first day at school generally, what did you feel. Okay, it is very easy. I think you can write these questions very easily here. Maybe like such kind of question, my first day at school, cite a paragraph about recent tour. You can write cite a paragraph about recent tour. Generally you should write a paragraph about recent tours. Why did you go there? How did you go there? Whom did you, yes, how many people were there? How many people were there in your groups then? And who were the guardians? Maybe there may be teachers or guardians there. For example, you might have gone somewhere, maybe religious places. You might have gone to visit religious places, or any other one historical places, or places of natural importance like this, or other things. And you should write. You should write personal. You should add a paragraph on your personal experience generally. Okay, generally a place of, you can write a short paragraph on a recent tour. Must first day at school. Okay, this is the thing. I think you can answer these questions easily. You can also write a paragraph easily. Okay, this is my today I presented to you guided free writing number 1. This is guided free writing number 1. And I also explain you the areas yes to cover. I also explain you yes, and I also explain you how to write a dialogue. After that, how to write a story. Then I also told you how to. I also explained you how to describe, how to answer the questions. Okay, how to write your views. Okay, and attitude and views are some subject here. Okay, I also told you something about, personal paragraph and personal experience. It is okay. This is the end of today's lessons. I hope my presentations will be helpful for you to solve question number 7 in the SE examination. Okay, let me see some comments here. Are there any comment? Are there any comment? Are there any questions? Netco present. What is it? Taragavar. It's not so comment. Maybe he is asking about. There is one question he is asking about net problem there in the villages here. Okay then. Okay, thank you very much for listening to me, and also my yes listening to me and your comments too. I will come to you with some free writing number 8 tomorrow. I will tell you how to write an essay, I will also explain you how to write a letter to the editors, and then something more. So I will have to do that. Questions carries 8 marks. Yes, in my tomorrow's lessons. I hope you will. I hope you enjoyed my lessons. And tomorrow I will bring you. I will come to you with more new materials. Okay. I wish you have a good time. Thank you very much for listening to me. Bye bye for now.